What's up, guys? In today's episode, I'm going to talk about Dave Ellefson's new song that was released today. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Louis Torres, and Dave Ellefson started a band recently with some guy named something Soto, Puerto Rican dude from Brooklyn. So, at least I have this connection with the singer. But that's about it. I don't have long hair. I don't like his vocals. That being said, they actually came out with a new song that they released earlier today. And, all I can say, just like I did in the video a few days ago, where I listened to one of their newer released songs and realized how kind of cheese and corn it was. And, this song is just as bad. The video is just as ridiculous. And here's the one thing, and it's funny because even with the song on the YouTube channel that they have, or the record label's YouTube channel, I commented and asked who are they using as the director for these videos. To me, listen, if you're in a band, you're in a band, right? You're going to try to figure out something creative so you have everyone there. And instead, they literally shoot everyone in green screen, and then they piece it all together. And, as a guitarist, I've never looked at a bassist as being the primary musician in the band, right? No offense to bass players, and, there are absolutely incredible bassists out there that are just mind-blowing, that play classical bass, fretless, flamenco, incredible, runs as a heavy, modern metal bass player that blow my skills in playing a guitar on their bass, right? But man, what a cheesy song. Just as bad. What was the first song from the other day? Vacation in the Underworld. Oh man, this is just as bad, and it's just, and I can say that I'm disappointed only because I expected more. And again, the whole thing with me and Dave Ellefson is how he got booted from Megadeth. And Dave Mustaine, kind of said, we've had our fling, so to speak, where they've had their issues for some time, and it just came to a head. But then to get a bigger slap in the face by Dave Mustaine by removing the entire bass track from the entire album and having Testament's bassist come in and just do it all over again. That's kind of a slap in the face, but if you're a bassist and that's what happened to you, and it was just in the media, en masse, there's something that, to me, I feel like if I were Dave Ellefson, I would create something that would just blow Megadeth out of the water. I would be heavier. I would be just brutal beyond belief. I would be super technical. I wouldn't have one guitarist. I'd have two who just both crushed it. But hearing hearing the second song, oh man, and I can't fault him because my way of thinking is, he should be getting back at Dave Mustaine at just at the next level, right? but he didn't. And it just, to me, is just so, like, what were you thinking? Like, who on your team, and this is kind of like the bad thing with, I think, record labels, is you have someone that, you know, owns a studio, they want to get paid, and they're like, oh yeah, just bring whatever songs you have, and, you know, you're not going to necessarily tell an artist that sounds terrible, because they're going to be like, well, I like it, so I need to go to a studio where they are going to like my music just as much and want to help me fulfill my musical creative side with these songs and wanting to work with them. So I can only imagine that someone's just like, bro, these are the corniest songs ever, but you know what, son? I was getting paid. So there's that aspect, and that's kind of like the, you know, it's like the YouTuber that's like, hey, I created a bunch of new profiles for your Kemper, and they're free for now, but later on I'm going to start charging you $15, and it's just like, bro, like, really? Like, yo, like, wait until you get better, and then just start charging right out of the rip, and, you know, stop using everyone like a guinea pig, because I think that's cheesy. And I feel like that's what some of these, you know, whether it's the record producer wanting to get paid, the studio wanting to get paid, the record label wanting to get notoriety, because what's the record label? Rat Pack Recordings? Rat Pack Music? Rat Pack Records? Like, really, bro? Come on. Rat Pack? Now? Come on. Dude, you can't do that. Frank Sinatra's, you know, spinning in his grave right now thinking, what the hell are you guys doing? But hugely disappointed. I don't know. And dude, I'm an old guy, and I know a few old guys out there were just like, bro, that reminds me of early 80s metal. And I'm like, it totally does. But think about it. That's 35 plus years ago. So, you know, as a bassist, did he ever have any say in the music that Megadeth wrote, right? Didn't Dave Mustaine lose it at one point? Oh no, he lost it because there was, it wasn't even Dave Mustaine, sorry. It was, what's his name? Curly-haired, who had a lead in some album, and then Dave Mustaine didn't like that they redid a lead, and then, or Dave Mustaine didn't like the lead, the solo, and he ended up doing it, and then what's his name ended up leaving the band right after that. But, you know, it is what it is. But dude, come on. You know, I'm going to put a link below so you guys can hear it for yourselves, and you guys let me know what you think. I think it's, again, there's fire, there's, you know, a bunch of nonsense, all green screen, everything. I can't imagine that they were even together. I literally think that if each of them lived in different continents, they would still be able to make this silly video because, you know, it's just all green screen. So anyway, I'm going to play a little bit. This is my outro.